Hello. Whoa, too bright. Camera's too bright. Even though we don't have any sun. How are you, Diane? I'm good, thank you. Uh, yeah, it's a quiet day. I take it sound is good, right? Music low enough, voice loud enough. Well, I didn't have a schedule set for today, but my sister, if you don't know, my sister and her children are here. She lives abroad. So today they have a long outing. That's why I'm free to do this, actually. Um, and I hope I'll finish before they come back. So before I begin, I want to, for those who are gonna, like, I know there are a few viewers right now, but I wanna throw a disclaimer out there. Um, because it's happened before where people make assumptions based on what they see online from my interactions, friends, family. Uh, I don't know. I honestly don't know well fine in this. I've never done a year review, but I thought it might be fun. Um, I never mention people by name, but if you feel like from what I say or what I do, you're a person who likes to connect the dots and make up stories about people online, then I think this stream isn't for you because you only know one side of a person online. And even if you know everyone that I contact with, that I communicate with, doesn't mean that you have the right to make assumptions. So I appreciate if you just take the words as they are. I remember like there is, I could be writing like I hate him, or I might be criticizing uh, an artist, or maybe a family member here. Don't go around thinking that you know, because some of my family members are online, some are not. I don't remember if I wrote anything here. I wouldn't be so crazy to write in something personal and then just air it to the world. It's mainly my personal day to day, and my feelings towards what happens. So I really appreciate for anyone who watches this now or later. Um, Remember that humans have too many relationships and too many sides from what you're seeing through a tiny screen. Welcome everyone to the stream. I know it's very light, and I don't understand why. Maybe because the sky is too white, it's very cloudy. And I don't want to roll down the blinds because I love looking at the sky. So, hmm. Uh, January 2023. Of course, if I say anything like that doesn't make sense or you have a question, feel free to ask and I'll have the freedom to answer or not, whether it's too personal or whatever. I also might skip something that I feel like I have no comments on. Um, January 2023, just like the January that is coming. I hate Januaries, not hate them, but a lot of things to think about. Many taxes and subscriptions and a lot of things to pay. So it's always hard on the bank account. January. So I don't remember this, but I started it sick in bed. Of course, Jevi is on top of me, and Sia is on my legs. Uh, is it like this clear, the whole spread, or should I zoom when I'm talking about each day or week? Now that I see that the second day I have moved to heaven, it's a K drama about people who take care of the belongings of people after they die. Some words a bit small. Yeah, I'm reading them out loud, but let's see. Oops. Yeah. So now that I saw that it moved to heaven, I was watching it beginning this year. My bed and where I sleep was in this area, where it's now my desk, and my desk kept changing throughout the year, kept moving. It was a lot of people make fun of me, thinking that real life it works just like The Sims. So I usually write what I need to buy and stuff on this side. Just doing some financial management. Money management was one of the things that I always want to master, and I didn't do it that well this year, but I'm getting there. So I was watching Move to Heaven, a very good show. I didn't like the end, and if there is a second season, I'm not gonna watch it. But it's a very good movie. It's about a boy who's autistic and his uncle who takes care of him, and it's very emotional, of course, with the theme because they run this company where, as I said, they take care of the belongings of someone after they pass away. So someone dies, they go to his house and clean if there is anything needs cleaning. They arrange his stuff, put whatever he has, like clothes, to give away. Important things, they put them in a box, and yeah, they talk to the family and stuff. So it was a good watch. Finally, some rain. I spend winter waiting for rain and snow. And Jordan has water problems, so we all wish for rain. I think the last time there was a war, it was in Syria. I didn't want snow that like we all didn't want when it's snowing that year because people are homeless. And right now with what's happening in Gaza, it's the same feeling. Like, yeah, I don't want it to be cold. I don't want rain. Uh, Last year I was wishing for rain, and there was some rain, so I was happy that day. Mental breakdown surrounded by box sets. Probably there was a problem with some printing again. They probably, I don't remember, but maybe this was when they shipped the books on a rainy day. Makes sense. And there was a lot of problems before. So when they delivered them and some of the books were wet, yeah, it kind of made me very angry. So there was a mental breakdown. Warmer winter, inshallah. Um, I was lost and going crazy, almost giving up, sick, alone in this. It always feels like this around printing time because there is always problems around printing days, and I'm running everything on my own, so it's easy to go crazy. I hate my work. I hated my work. Yeah, some context for this, but 2020 to 2022, 3, this here, was really, really. Yeah, we all know how bad it was. If you follow me, you know that it was bad for me, and that was what made me take the break eventually. So everything is documented here. I hate my work. The company, there was one friend and the printing press. They made me reach this point. I still remember. I felt like this is the first time I hate my work. Work, you mean what you draw or write, or the admin work? It was the admin work, but here I was feeling that. I remember when I got the books and everything that was happening and the fights I did with the printing company. And on the side, the problems I have with certain friends that are related to Grey is I opened, I remember I opened volume 6, and for the first time, I felt like I hate. I don't know, it's not what I draw, it's not the story, it's not the characters, but I hate my work. This is my feeling, I wrote it. And on Saturday, the next day, I started working out because my body was failing. And I got. This here is Sushi Crush. It's a famous place that has good sushi in Jordan. By my best friend's account, it's the second best. I haven't tried the first best in her opinion yet. But yeah, I document when I order from there. On January 8th, I subscribed to Crunchyroll. This is the first time I subscribed to Crunchyroll. I wanted to watch Nier Automata. And this is gonna pay off really well along the line. So it was good. And this is the bot from Nier Automata because, like, Oh, yeah, because I'm commenting on the anime. Subscribed I subscribed to Crunchyroll and started watching Nier Automata, and my opinion was that it was jarring, and the pacing and scene transition was jarring. But still, I didn't regret the subscription. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm locking it or unlocking it. The drawing part of my life, but yeah, I was really angry, so this drawing is me trying to unlock maybe. And I ditched because I do have an arm carrying the tablet. I was like, this whole working out thing and here writing that I ditched the arm, it's me looking for a good setup for my back because it's been hurt like that at that time. It was killing me. My shoulders, my upper back was killing me. So I kept trying to come up with the best setup for my tablet to draw. Even though my conclusion at the time was that I think the bigger the tablet, no, the bigger the tablet, big tablets are meant to be for people who are wide shouldered, or you're gonna hurt. That was my assumption at the time. But yeah, I found a workaround for that eventually. Office redecor. Office, by office I mean the out home studio that I have. That one also I play Sims with in real life by keep changing the furniture. Haircut. I document my haircuts because I don't know. Unavailable, keep off. So this rug from IKEA that says keep off was unavailable, and I was really angry because when I looked up rugs on IKEA, I found one that says marhaba, which is hello in Arabic, and I'm like, how dare you have a welcoming rug but not a keep off rug when most people here are angry, and not most people, but I feel like people are not that welcoming. A lot of people are not that welcoming. So I needed the keep off, but it's not available. So I was angry at that. I made the MBTI again test, and I'm still ISPF. I'm ISFPA. I don't know why I made it again. I took the test again, but I wasn't convinced the first time, and I was still unconvinced when I got this result. And I was out with mom. 13, I don't even know. Probably the black hole that is in my heart. And then I had to arrange for taxes, start working on my taxes, all the receipts and stuff. and the online shop was open. January 15th, maybe pillow was the problem. So, I follow, if you know him, Scott Kramer on YouTube, and he made this video about pillows. And he said this. I remember I was in my bed on my side. I still remember how I was sleeping when was hit by his realization. I was hit by his realization. He said that he made this video comparing pillows and what pillows are better than another and stuff like that, like doing, I don't know, comparative analysis video. And he said this line like, I always thought pillows are just there, like they just exist. It's not something that you need to think about and buy specifically for your needs. And I'm like, yeah, that's my thought as well. So I thought maybe I should, because I always hate, and I mentioned it before, I always hate sleeping because why can't we remove our arms like Lego people or Barbies? Because I always have problems with my shoulders. Like, where do we put them? I don't know. So I thought maybe pillows are. After watching his video, I was thinking maybe pillows are the problem, and I started looking into that. And spoilers, it turned out to be yes. There was a big problem with my pillows. It's not just like you go to your mother and what do you have? What pillows do you have? And she gives you one and you sleep. No, it's not like that. Esther has 20% battery remaining. My phone is gonna die, so I need to get my charger. And then I started watching Nier. I liked the second episode, I think. It was really good, so that's all the hearts and the happiness about Nier. And I started Mob Psycho, episode 1. And then I hate printer. This is like a very prominent theme. I hate printers. And new skin routine. You can't see it, and I'm not gonna show you, but I have very bad case of cystic acne. So you're gonna see throughout the year I'm trying a lot of things to get rid of that, and nothing worked. Sorry, and I have a monster right next to my nose right now, and very painful. But I gave up on skin routines. I'm just doing the minimal and hoping that they just get resolved. Out with mom. And check in 1 month. So I started new skin routine and I want to check the results in 1 month. Office redecor, see? Redecoration here, redecorating here. And then the in-home studio, my room and Jevy's room, not Jevy's side, I mean, is rearranged. And apparently I was speechless here. This is Angry Me. Why do I still keep it up to date? I think, I'm not sure, I don't remember, but probably I'm talking about Grey Is. This is Saturday, yeah, it is Grey Is. I think I updated and I still got no comments, no interactions, so I started thinking like, why am I even keeping it update if nobody's asking for it or like looking forward to it? And how do I know if they're looking forward to it if they're not saying anything? So I was struggling with that. And I think I got these new headphones back then, and I'm just expressing my hate for noise cancelling. I hate to be disconnected completely from all my surroundings, so that's why when I turn, I'm one of those people who turn the AC and keep a window open because I like to hear the noise outside. What's this? If I leave it, it dries and flakes. If I take care of it and hydrate it, it breaks out. Applies everywhere. So I was talking about my skin, of course, that if I don't do anything, it becomes very dry because Jordan has very dry weather and it flakes, and if I take care of it and hydrate it, it breaks out. But then I said applies everywhere, so I probably saw a metaphor there and decided to make it about my whole life. I was really in a dark place. Oh well. Maybe I should have added a rating to this stream. We have violence here. I struggled with some pains in my arm, so I'm not sure, my hand and my arm throughout the year, so I'm not sure if this is one of the expressions for it. Mm. And then boxes of books. A door closed. I think this is when I made the decision that I'm not gonna come back to this printer at all. Packing. Inherently lazy. What? Inherently lazy. Arden. Oh, inherently lazy and inherently responsible is a bad combination. Yeah, this applies to a lot of things in my whole life because I am a very lazy person, but I'm also very responsible. So, very bad recipe for my energy, my very low energy. Um, submit application. I'm not sure what I submitted an application. Submitted application. Could it be Viz again? I don't remember. I applied to Viz before they revamped the the submission portal, but I'm not sure what application I submitted because I'm writing next to it Yarab, which is please, like I'm asking God for it to work. No, not a job, but I'm not sure. Zen Slap Small, it's the tablet that I bought, and I wrote a review for it on Twitter. An ink bottle for a heart, an empty, dry heart. I'm probably struggling with not inking and finishing pages, probably. And this very little doodle to say that I started Chainsaw Man, the anime. The Longing. This is a game I started and I love. It's one of my favorite now. I heard you mentioning this before, but what Viz is the publisher that translates and distributes big manga titles from Japan, and they started this section of creators, not originals, and indie creators can submit their work, and if they pick it up, they print it, publish it. I find like there are a few artist friends or artist mutuals that I follow whose work got printed, and I have their book. I see their books here in Jordan. That's how awesome it is. And one of them even has her work translated to Japanese and promoted in Japan. So uh, it's a very good thing, and I submitted Great Is for it twice because I submitted one, like at first I submitted it in a very noob-like way. And recently they changed the whole submission process and I decided to have a go again with a better pitch. But yeah, sadly they didn't. Hey, Oslin, thank you. Choco Bros, I'm listening to Final Fantasy XV's soundtrack today, so I hope you have a good night, and I'm really thankful for you to stopping by. I don't know about picking up Grey is I submitted the application and it if they didn't answer back in 60 days, it means that they're not interested and they didn't respond both times. Anyway, the longing and then me lying on the sleep, lying on the sleep, lying on the floor, sleeping on the floor. Yeah, it is Final Fantasy 15. I'm in the mood for that, for the soundtrack. So good, man. Um, Also, for those who don't know, I sleep on the floor. I love sleeping on the floor a lot. And this little black bubble is Jevi. And this is the heater I sleep next to. Still no rain. Tablet on coffee table. Another time I'm trying to find a good setup. I placed my tablet on a coffee table and pre-orders shipped. And then it rained. Here it was still no rain and then it rained. So I was really happy. Tomorrow I'll try to sit. I had a problem sitting down and to draw. So I was talking to myself. Jevi's so adorable. I want to don't get me started about Jevi. This rabbit is more than a pet. I had pet rabbits before, but Jevi is a real companion. Like, he prays with me, he eats with me, he sleeps with me. Wherever I'm sitting, he's just there. I don't know. He is very adorable. It comes with a, like, there is a catch though, because he's very messy. But I'll take it. Hey Naru, welcome to the stream. So February, more shipping, and then a lazy skill. I can spot a lazy character from a glance. Yes, I'm talking about, what was his name? Angel from Chainsaw Man. I liked him. I remember that when we were younger and you would see an opening for an anime and you're gonna, like, you're watching and like, I like this character, and you keep waiting for them to appear. And this was my feeling for Angel. I loved him. I thought it was a female, not gonna lie. And I still liked this character and waited for their appearance. And when he appeared, he turned out to be like low energy character. And I'm like, yeah, this is a skill. I spot a lazy character and I love them. I finished Chainsaw Man part 1. I continued reading part 1 and I was resentful. And then I went out with 2 friends and I don't feel comfortable. I've been having a lot of problems connecting with people at the time. It's very cold. February is always cold. I'm good, thank you. And then I pray to be able to move tomorrow. So probably it's very, health-wise, was very bad. And I stopped watching Mob Psycho here. I felt like maybe it's not for me, but I continued later on. This is your spoiler. Sorry. And then freezing hands. So this is the thing that happened. We have this veranda, this balcony, and the drain for it, it was like, it got shut. It was, what do you call it? It was filled up to the brim with pine tree droppings and leaves from other large evergreen trees around us. So the whole balcony was flooded, and the water entered the room next to the balcony, which is my sister's room, and it was filled. And then through the like cracks, it, like, the way we knew, because this room is for my sister, who's usually away. She's my older sister and she travels a lot for work. So she wasn't in the room. Her room was closed, the balcony was closed, and I was once walking downstairs and I heard some trickling of water, and I was like, what? And I came into the living room and I found from the light water, like a very thin string of water coming down, and we went upstairs and we found that it's flooding. So somebody had to go and remove this from the drain, all the leaves junk, I think. It was very cold and it was very rainy, and the water was the thing that happened. I think when the temperature went very low, it froze, so it also didn't allow any water to go through. So somebody had to go and like remove all that, and I did it with my bare hands, and it was very, very, very cold. It was freezing water, but I was excited, to be honest. I love trying new things, so this was a very exciting experience that earned its place on my calendar. Um, this is an idea for a Frankly Vents illustration that I still haven't drawn with like my tablet, and it's showing a heart beating, um, the monitor thing, because I felt like it was dying. Uh, it's not pimples at this time. It's like most of my cystic acne comes around my mouth, and like I felt like it's a human. Like just like what I said, there's a monster here around my mouth. It felt like there is a whole population of things here. What is Frankly Vents? I see them on your Insta. They're just personal illustrations and expressions of art of usually dark feelings. And it's just like me being frank and venting at the same time. It's vent art, but artistic, and not everything is shared online. Just the ones that I feel like they could be relatable and helpful to others. I'm done. I'm not sure what I'm done with, but I'm done. I was done. In February 9th, I was done with something. Why can't I sit? Chairs. This is a problem I have. I have a problem with sitting on chairs. I love doing everything on the floor. And I went out with mom. This was me. This is the view of me inside the car, and this is the steering wheel. And both my fingers, there was a time like this finger still hurts, but both of my ring fingers were really hurting for most of this year. The pain was really something. I still enjoy them and try to find a meaning, though. Thank you. They caused me a lot of problems with friends, but I appreciate that at least you like them. I don't know. I need to express myself, so. There is no stab option in my menu UI. And then 13 was really dark. Deadline for what? It was probably for something that is in another month from last year, maybe. Funny coincidence, because I said that I don't want to die. Deadline, some results, I'm not sure. Some results, deadline. I don't know. There was just a funny coincidence that I wrote, or my feeling was that I don't want to die when I have this deadline marked. Thought bubble, should I? You know what? This is not the Viz application, because I think here I was thinking, should I submit to Viz? Because I remember I kept, even when I went out with my friends here, I was talking about this. Yes, now I remember. I was thinking that should I wasn't sure if I want to submit to Viz, because it would be sad if they didn't accept, and it would be worrying if they do, because I'm a person who doesn't know if I want exposure. But also, now that I think about it, Thought Bubble is an anime convention, a comic convention in the UK, and I was thinking about that as well. So, it's probably these two things, Viz and the Thought Bubble comic convention. And what's funny, I thought about it, and I prayed this prayer we have, Muslims, where you read a certain prayer, and you do like a prayer, and then you recite a certain supplication or a certain prayer where you ask God for like to guide you to the better option of the two. And I made that, and it just felt so un. I just felt uncomfortable going to Thought Bubble, and that's why I stopped. Uh, I don't know what's this. It's a stairway, a spiral stairway to the clouds? I'm not sure. Oh, now I know. Um, it's like, yeah, when you look at a spiral staircase from above, you see it like it's going round and round. You keep going in circles. But maybe it's just like when you go in circles, maybe it's just a spiral staircase actually upwards. So I think I'm putting a positive spin on my life at the time. And this is a day where I was dying from migraine with all these weapons in my head. Day 13 is just a dark day. No idea. D. Gray Man's mangaka. I know nothing about D. Gray Man other than the visual, of course, the visuals, the characters. But I read about the mangaka who was upset when she saw the studio, the anime studio, the animation studio. They drew a very fan servicey poster or illustration of the two main characters, and she didn't approve of it because the relationship is not like that, and she caused the anime to stop. So I was in love at the time. When I read the story, I was like, I didn't read it. Now I remember it was a YouTube video. Somebody was talking about D. Gray Man and why did it stop, and I liked the whole thing. It was fun to learn. I hate gifts of things I want. This is probably very strange, but I don't like when I want something. Like I want a car. Not a car. Who's gonna gift me a car? I want a cat. Okay? And I want a cat, and people know that I want a cat, and then somebody improvises and just gets me a cat. I'm not one of those people. I don't know if anybody is like me, but I don't like to get gifts from about for gifts that are things I want, because when I want something, I want it in a very specific way. Like when I want something, I know the brand, I know the if it's an animal, I know the breed, I know the color. I don't want you to get me a gift because it's gonna be like I want a laptop, and then somebody gets me a laptop, and I'm like, yeah, but there are other specifications that I want and features in this laptop, and you got me this. Now I can't say no. I have to be nice to you because it was thoughtful and nice of you. And at the same time, I got something, but it's not what I want because you don't know what I want, and I have to live with this thing now because it's not logical to go buy another thing of the same thing. I'm ranting. I hate this thing. Hey, Anarika. So, on February 19th, I was angry about this. Clearly, I still am. GP1. What's GP1? Maybe I'll remember. Even coffee. I think there was a time when I started not enjoying coffee, and I was like, even coffee? Even coffee? And then I hate the internet. And then one day cold again. I don't know if anybody gets these, but sometimes, like, I wake up and runny nose, runny teary eyes all day long. It's like buckets of water come out of me. And even if I sleep through the day, it doesn't stop. But once I sleep at night, then the very next day I have nothing. And it's funny. So there are one day cold again. And then I have nothing to say, and I have more of the nothing I say. This is probably when I have a lot to say, but I'm not allowed to for some reason or another. Back to 2010 with no heart. So I felt like I'm back to when I started with Grey Is. a lot of things changed, a lot of losses, a lot of people I had are not there anymore. But now I have a broken heart. But at that time, it felt like I have no heart. And this is me broken on the floor again. I sleep on the floor again, so not every drawing of me on the floor means that I'm broken. It's just what I like to do. A journal from 2004. I wanted to be a better daughter. I am. This is a positive thing. So I don't know if anybody knows LiveJournal, I think it was. There was this platform, LiveJournal, where you do live journaling. And I had one. I had two actually. And one of them was called Miss Caffeine. And I LiveJournal recently remembered that they exist and started sending emails to people who are not using it anymore, and like just no, those newsletter emails. So they sent me about my journal, like, oh, it's like your 20th anniversary or something. So I opened up and I started reading, and in one journal I was writing like I want to be a better daughter, and I am confident that I am, because I know that there are a lot of things I've changed in me. There are a lot of things that I didn't change in me, but I change around my mother. So it's nice when you get a message about a journal you wrote 20 years ago, not 20, almost 20, 19 years ago, and you find out that you wanted something and you wanted to be something and you succeeded. It's good. That's why maybe journaling is fun. What is this? Went to Lulu's. Lulu is my best friend from school and college. And this is me on the floor. This is I don't know what, maybe a drawing or something. And this is Sia and Jeffy. Now I need to go and pray, so we'll take a quick break. I'll go pray and we'll come back. See you in a bit. We're back. Now I'm home. Thank you. Let's see. So this is March. Laptop stands. Headphones, Jevi Hay. Every month, Jevi Hay. So this was supposed to be here. Thank you. And this is when I first got my wired net. I decided that I want to do more streams, so I've always had just wireless internet, but I decided that I want wired internet for better streaming. Let me leave it open. I hate change. Yeah. This is March. What was happening in March? The cute thing here is I'm carrying all these boxes and Jevi is carrying boxes as well. And white hair. I always bleach my hair, so I've been bleaching my hair for 2 years. Not always. For 2 years. So it's very damaged by now. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, depressing Saturdays. So since 2018 it became depressing. That's when I felt like I have the most silent audience. Even like with my friends, like a lot of things changed since 2018. So Saturdays started becoming depressing. It felt at the time. Then I want a solo exhibition, please. This is one of my dreams, actually, to have a solo exhibition. So I put my phone to charge, and now we have this annoying charging cable, which needs to be out of the way. Yeah. Office Day. Final Fantasy VII Remake combat and unimmersiveness. So yeah, I was in office waiting for a long time, and I had my PlayStation 4 there, and I was having Final Fantasy VII Remake on hold for the longest time, so I decided to go back to it while I'm waiting for the courier guy. And I didn't understand the combat, so I hated it, and I hated all the... I was still in the beginning of the story. I think I was in chapter 4 when I wrote this, and it wasn't immersive at all, with all these, like, not invisible walls, but whenever I go somewhere that I shouldn't, the character will stop, pause, and the other character in my party would say, like, where are you going? And anything that is considered a hurdle makes me angry. That's why I prefer invisible walls. I'll just walk, and I'm prevented from walking forward, so I change my direction. Out with Jevi to the garden. I like to document these when I put them out. On March, my sister, my sister and her two, my nephew and my niece came with her. So these are supposed to be hands, because I drew them like they have all these fun and happy energy. They're very active and just fun to watch. So I drew them like with their hands up. Lafty, I called them Lafty, Spidey, and Gravity. Lafty because my sister laughs at everything, and Spidey because he likes Spider-Man, and Gravity because my niece keeps falling. She has problems. Gravity loves her a little too much. Hey Tam! This stream inspired me to journal. You should. It's fun, especially when you just do it like mindlessly. And it's good to document one thing a day that is worth remembering or worth documenting. And then again, I went out with them, and these are feet. Like here, for example, I have very bad doodles here, but I kept it. Ugh, ordinary. This was a problem because I was facing problems with myself as a creator, with my audience, with my friends as a creator. And over that, I was out with my sister. I always was. I've always been a stressful person when it comes to work. If we go out, I keep nagging at whatever. Not nagging, but like I keep bringing up that I have to go back to work. When my sister was here, I didn't have any work on any new book, and I was depressed, and I was not doing anything. And we were walking. She said, like, you seem very chill. I like that. Like, you're very relaxed. And she's an artist herself, so she. But I didn't tell her that I'm in a gutter, artist, not artistically, but creator wise. I'm not feeling it, like sharing with people. So she told me, like, you seem very chill and relaxed, and she likes that because it's stressful when you go out with someone and they keep bringing up work and like we need to end this outing because I need to go back home. Uh, so it kind of hit me the bad way. Like, my God, is it good to be just ordinary and not think about work? Uh, so she was saying it very, like, very neutrally, and I took it a little bit uh, as a like an insult, which is bad on my part. But I was in a dark place, so I'm gonna give myself a little bit of slack. I might do this like you. It does sound it is fun. Trampoline park. This is the first time we go to a trampoline park. It was fun. I thought a lot about Black and White. And then we went horseback riding, and I was starting to get sick again. I was sick in January. In March, I was sick again. And I installed a security lock on my in-home studio, this one. Because, like, my first niece was growing older, and I have a niece and nephew now from my sister. And I didn't want to cause any problems by keeping, like, locking it in front of them and stuff. So I decided to put a security lock. Whenever I'm out, I'll just on my phone lock it, and that's that. Did you manage to journal daily? Yes. Yeah, it's just one tiny doodle. I love horseback. I still haven't tried that. I was kind of sick at the time, so only my sister and her son rode the horses. I got fever, and then I was dying. I was dying, but I had to go to the office. So, life. New sickness round 2, and Jevi is surprised. Like, she's sick again, man. Fever dreams, fever realities. I was struggling both in sleep and in waking up. Daycare craze. Yeah, if you go to the day oh, probably my sister had. But my sister had to go out on her own and leave the kids, so it was a daycare craze because you put loud music, and you dance around with kids. They alone for the most part, like today. They are here now and they went out, so I have a day alone for the most part because I am streaming as well. New meds, and I got a new ointment for my cystic acne. And then I'm playing basketball. I don't know if I started here, but yeah, I was struggling with my shoulders, so I decided to do some exercise, even though it's not that much, but maybe throwing the ball over and over again and moving all my arms up and down could help. And I fell in an escalator, and I still have scars to this day. I was going up, and I fell like this. Both my knee and my, I don't know, the middle part of my leg got wounded. And then coughing, cough. Endless nights, no sleep, fever, nightmares, seated sleep, fatigue, no sleep, suffocation, can't walk, dry nose. Yeah, was a very tough sickness. And then Ramadan started. Mother versus mother is the most fatal. Yeah, when my mother and my sister argue about raising children. Intense. Still sick. Sick, grabby hands. Who knows? I still have the ring finger paint that I mentioned before because it's painted black here. And probably I wanted to draw, but I don't know why I drew this. Hope is free. It's the price is 0, but it's out of stock. Me trying to be artistic with my feelings. I don't know. Oh, limbs, where are you? Both legs, both arms were in pain. Over sickness. What am I? Who? Identity crisis as a creator, and then we went to playing area and an arcade. She managed to make me like a girl. This is I generally don't like girl children. I don't connect to them. I connect more with boys. But my sister's daughter, she is very, what's the word? I don't know. She's just charming. Charming. Yeah. Exhaustion to the max. ربي بارك لي بارك لي فيما لي من رمضان. And that's it concludes March. April. Better money management. Mundane events and silent day. Those are nice. 1.3 of 9, not so good. What is it? What's not so good? 1.3 of 9 in April? I mean, putting a hand to myself should be. Yeah. Again, ring finger hurts a lot. 0, I don't know what. And then 1 stupid, 2 stupid, 3 stupid, 4 stupid, 5 stupid. April is very secretive about its content. Just the part I hate. That's what needs to perish. Yeah, that's the part in me, I think. Just the part in me that I hate. I did something bad here, so I just painted it black. It's not always painted black when I do something bad, but it's just like not worth documenting. When you find out that the one cream that worked for you isn't cruelty free, yeah, that sucks. NF email. I always have this problem with myself, even when I write Grey is. I think that I understand myself. I understand the hints, or I understand the shortcuts, the way I choose shortcuts in writing. My future self will understand. My future self will not understand. This is proof. I saw a hotot rabbit, Netherland dwarf hotot rabbit. I found one in Jordan, and I was wondering if I should get it or not. Eventually, I didn't, but I was considering. This is just a prayer for God to forgive my bad doings. I can't read my own handwriting. Beautiful rain in April. My age has been determined. Oh, this is my birthday, April 14th. My age has been determined and written long before I was born. That means every birthday I lose a year. I'd never understood birthdays, so I don't know what's this. I didn't need dreams when we were friends. Oh well. Yeah, I guess I was content with a friendship I had. and I didn't feel like I want to branch out. I had this friendship with a person who kind of was enough of an audience, and there was a huge problem with us between us, and I think that's what led me to all this, like to noticing the lack of audience I have once we like had the falling out and just stopped talking. If there's one thing I hated celebrating, it's birthdays. I don't get them. Me neither. I don't. Even more losses. This is when when this neighbor of us put this huge tent. Sorry. Um, right in front of our view, just to hide the droppings of or the leaves that fall down from trees next to his house. He doesn't want his backyard to be messy. So it felt like another loss in the view. My hand in pain again. Jevi being cute again. River banks are the only banks I like. Bank problems, just like now I have bank problems. This is me praying to God to accept my worship and prayers in Ramadan. I think this is probably the last day of Ramadan, yes. And this is me, I don't know, identity crisis still. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I remember when you talked about that neighbor. Yeah, it's gonna come when he, like in the future, it's gonna be mentioned how he cut these trees eventually. Some neighbors don't know how to not bother people around them. Yeah, they're just meant to be there and bother people. Identity crisis again, and then playing basketball again. Who am I without the universe? And that means Greyes. Like, who am I without the universe? New hair. Cut good new clothes and bag. Finally, West Sky is back. Yes, he put this cover thing and then he removed it when we talked to him about it. So what I lost here, gained back here. Me angry, me with very bad hair, and counting down the days because my brother and niece are coming, and it's always stressful when we have guests over. Resources, time, purpose. Yeah, this is like. I watched a video where someone was talking about. I don't know which YouTuber was talking about. Maybe a studio, maybe an artist, maybe another YouTuber. But he was mentioning that someone didn't have resources and didn't have time but has purpose, and then some have time and purpose but they don't have the resources, and some have the resources and the purpose but don't have the time, and these three are what needed for like someone to be a content creator and succeed. And at the time when I heard that video, I don't remember which one, what was it again, but at the time when I watched this video, I felt like I have resources right now, I have the time, but I have no purpose. I think this was on Discord, we talked about White. I don't remember what we were talking about, but it felt really good. My boy, it's been months since I talked about Greyes with anyone, so this was very noteworthy. Time to split. This is me burning bridges, cutting ties with certain people. God. Let me just remove this. Hopefully this works. May 2023. The post office that I used to use, it was in our neighborhood, was eventually closed, and it was uh, kind of a depressing see. Not depressing, but like a sad thing to see. Even though I stopped using it from beginning of the year, it was still sad to know that this place that I used for so long and everyone used in the neighborhood is just closed because they don't want to pay the rent for it anymore. I don't know who I'll like. I'm just looks like I'm very stressed about a lot of people around me. Oh, yes, yes. So my brother got married in May 5th. So the festivities and all the guests in our family coming to sleep over, and there were males that were not close, so I had to wear headscarf in home, which I don't mind really. It's just like the crowdedness that made me anxious. Oof. This is me, just excited for the wedding to be done, so I wouldn't have to wear formal clothing anymore because I hate formal clothing. Walk, yeah. So here I started documenting my walks. I had to go out walking every day, and I started using the ordinary for my skin problems. White is heavy, mind lifter, uplifter, lovely white. Yes, lovely white. Protect him. Bless his heart, his unfunctioning heart. Free the sequel. Oh, this is free and this is free the sequel. I think this is free of formal clothing and this is free when everybody just left and went back home. So it's the sequel. It's me just chilling on my bed with Sia and Jevi. Unable to express to those doing wrong for that matters. What? I started cycling, but what? Unable to express to those doing wrong for the one that matters. No idea. And then if you don't take your earned place, someone less qualified will take it. Yeah, this was when I was this guy that I know, creative guy, an architect, called me to for an event held by the Japanese embassy as a mangaka in like one of these prestigious hotels in Jordan. They're starting this association, Jordan Japan Friendship Association, and he told me that he wants, like he proposed my name, or he offered, presented, proposed, I think, that, my name to come as a guest, and I was like, I don't like these things, and I don't think it's earned and stuff. And he's like, you're really you're a good manga artist, and I want you very much earned it, and if you don't take your place, somebody else less qualified will take it. And I don't know, it felt good, so I had to document it. And this is when the neighbor suggested, thank you, suggested, that's the word. And this is when the neighbor cut the trees eventually. Hate him. So these, I'm just documenting me cycling. I went to the pet for Jevi's nails, and then a long walk. May has a lot of me just laughing my way at how people, like, this is the same, I think the same. I remember May, something big happened with a friend of mine. Because of Frankly events, I drew something. I mentioned it on my last blog post on Grey Is, the drawing with my back broken. I shared that, and she had problems with it because it felt like a very harsh drawing. And I don't know, we had a fight over it, but it was a shocking fight for me, an argument. And I told her that it's not your place to bring up names from my real life and tell me that I would hurt them with this drawing. And she read that as me saying it's not your place, as if she's like less than me or something. I don't know. Like I don't know. I felt like eventually, when I think about it now, I feel like she always felt like I give this vibe that I'm at a higher level. She always felt that. It's not that it was like that. And once I said that line, like it's not your place, she felt that, yeah, it's me confirming that we are not equals. Even though I told her this example, I told her that my mother could come and tell me, maybe you shouldn't have a Discord, for example, and I will tell her, like, it's not your place to tell me what should I do for Grey is, because it's not your place. She doesn't know much, and it's my mother, and she's way higher than me, level-wise, or like, I don't know how to say it, but I have all the respect for her, and I respect she knows more, but in certain areas, she doesn't know like about the internet and how things are being run, so it's not her place to tell me what to do or not do. So saying that this is not your place to do something doesn't mean that I think less of you. And I think that is normal. But yeah, it was a big argument, and still affecting me to this day, because I don't believe how. That's the funny thing. Like when there is a problem between you and a friend or a family member, um, if you don't tread carefully, a lot of things could be brought up. Maybe some of them don't mean what they bring up, like I wrote in Grey is. Sometimes you say something that isn't true just to hurt the other party. But yeah, it was ugly. I loved that one much. Well, at least you liked it. I don't know. I needed to express myself. A lot of things changed since my father died. In the family, in my friends group, online. A lot of things changed, business wise, even. And I genuinely felt like I got my back broken at the time. And it was really hard for the one person that I didn't think of when I drew that drawing to come and kick me while I'm at my lowest. And all I wanted, to be honest, all I wanted was an apology, that or an acknowledgement that she did wrong. She didn't have to say this. And I tried to express myself. Like I was at a very low stage in my life, and you kind of added to it, but she didn't see it that way. Anyway, it's not fair to anyone argue over something you drew. It's not their place. I hated it when my friends did that. It made me feel as though I hurt them by simply expressing my emotion through art. See, here's the thing. I talked about this in a video, if you haven't watched it, on my YouTube channel. I don't draw anything for, like, if a friend hurt me and it kind of inspired something artistically, I would never draw it and post it. Like, I always go to the person, like, you hurt me. Let's say, Naru, you hurt me. I would come to you and I will tell you, you hurt me 1, 2, 3. And then I might tell you, like, this inspired this, and can I share it or not? Even though I don't reach the point of drawing something that hurt me until I feel like all my actual talking isn't being heard and nothing is changing. And then I try to cope. I try to, like, art is my therapy, so I try to just deal with it and move on. So I draw it out of my system, kind of like when I love a character too much, I need to draw them out of my system, like a fan art, so that I can get back to my characters. And so I don't do like you and I had a fight and I go and draw something and like sub communicate with you. No, I will go straight forward to you. And this drawing wasn't about any, like, it was about a few people that I talked to for a very long time, and they just don't care to fix things. And I drew that drawing because that was my feeling. It was the worst night of my life, and this person, who is a very good person, to be honest, this was the shocking part. She was a very good person that I saw as a, like, it was just shocking. Like, just what I was talking about earlier to myself. I wasn't talking about it on stream, but sometimes something happens after years of friendship, and or something gets stated, and you just feel like, my God, this thing that you just said kind of makes me look at those past 7, 5, 10, 99 years and question everything, because some expressions are just like that. Like when somebody tells you, oh, this is not the first time I felt like this relationship isn't healthy, it will make you think like, my God, how many times you've thought about this before, and why didn't you bring it up? Anyway, big rant for what this, because this is my feeling, like, my God. I just go laughing about it because it's funny when you feel like, oh my God, this is the worst night of my life, I'm gonna draw this, and the one person that wasn't included in your mind when you drew it comes and just adds salt to the wound, and like, yeah, you have no option but to laugh about it. I think I can see how people can get offended with it. Yeah, I know that some people are gonna be shocked about it, but at that point, those people that are not gonna like it, I didn't care, to be honest, because they've hurt me enough, you know? Hydrate, thank you. I will hydrate. I need it. It's also difficult to walk on eggshells around people, you know? Yeah. I've had a drawing since 2020 about walking around on eggshells that I didn't finish. Yeah, I watched it on. Thank you. Anyway, Firefly Lane. Firefly Lane is a series my sister suggested to me. It's about the friendship of two girls. I wanted to recommend it, but it's a Netflix show. It aired on Netflix, and it has a lot of mature scenes that I don't like, and I don't like the idea that even though it's understandable, two best friends, they should be discussing boys and relationships a lot. I personally don't like it because I'm not interested in romance, but it's a very good show. The friendship between them is really good. There are some parts that I didn't like, but generally, it broke my heart, and it's a very good show. A very good friendship. And then I bought a litter box for Jevi, and I revamped my Jeep, something that I've been wanting. Hairdressers, what the hell? I wanted a haircut. We all have been there. I wanted a haircut, and I got another haircut. And because my hair is very light, it reminded me, the haircut was kind of like Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. I'm just looking because I'm not sure if my sister and her kids are coming back anytime soon. Basketball I played, I went shopping with my mother, and I got sushi again. This type of car is my favorite. I want to get a white one day. This is the Jimny. It's not the Wrangler. It's not of course, not the G-Class from Mercedes. It's the Suzuki Jimny, my baby, my other Jev. This is Jevi and Jimny. These are my babies. And then at last, this is me finding a good place for my desk in the Out Home studio. Yeah, it is over. This is me just coming to the acceptance phase of certain relationships being over. Too many people guests. Yeah, probably people coming to congratulate mother, my God. Congratulate my mother about my brother getting married and stuff. Just some Arab traditions. All day, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I love Cloud. I went to the mall to get more formal dressing, more formal clothing for the Japan Jordan event. And this is me in my Out Home studio with a big X in the place of volume 10, which is I'm working on now. So this is sad at the time, but now is like, yeah, you got over it. Because I was questioning if I'll ever come back to working on books. Packages and art finish? What? I don't know. This is when I used a new medicine for my cystic acne, and I got like a burn. It wasn't a rash. It was like almost like I was burned around my mouth. More ring finger in my right hand being hurting. And then out home studio decorating again. يا رب اشفي أمي. Asking God to heal my mother. She's been facing a lot of health problems. And then going out, a lot of malls. Oh, I think so I wanted to buy a you know the banana leaves plant. I wanted to buy one. I went to IKEA. I didn't find it. We have this chain stores, Matalan. I saw it at their place. I went to Galleria Mall. I didn't find it. I went to the other branch in another mall to find it. So I was like just going around the streets to find this because they had it on sale. That's why I was like it was very urgent for me to get it that day. Lots of straws. This is like the comic version of the broken back illustration from Frankly Vance. And this is me. I can't believe it because like from here to here we kept arguing about the same thing, and she kept missing my point, and I kept trying to, I don't know, talk it out, but nothing happened. So and this is me expressing that the last hope was a straw, because as I said, she was the one person that wasn't on my mind when I drew this drawing, and turned out that nah, man, she's a straw as well. And this is the day of the Japan Jordan Friendship Association celebration opening thing. I don't know what's it called. It's an event. I went to it, and I'm done. And then June. Where is June 1st? Here's June face. June 1st. We're back to 2010, some 13th anniversary. In June I was thinking about the anniversary. I don't know, because I was like trying to plan if I want a chapter to be out on November 30th, I like to plan ahead. So that's why I was properly thinking about it. I have a wardrobe. So when my brother got married, and I don't know if you saw pictures of my studio here, but there is no room for a wardrobe. So I had my wardrobe in basically what is like half a storage, half a corridor. It was like whenever I want to change, I take my clothes to this room and change, but all my clothes are outside. So it was a very scattered living. After my brother got married and moved out of the house, I had his car. I used his room, and I got myself a new wardrobe. And this is the first time I have an actual wardrobe, like a human being. So I was really happy, and I'm still happy to this day. Every time I open it and I change my clothes in a normal setting, I feel very grateful. As if nothing ever happened. This is me, like, just contemplating. You can see that the more time passes, the more I try to come on terms with everything that I was struggling with for 3 years. Discord, we're back to 2017, baby. Discord was a strange journey for me with Discord. Very strange. This is the thing, like, a lot of people that came in, like, around the COVID times and when the Discord was active, came at a very, very strange time of my life. And some of them stayed, some of them disappeared, some of them, and I understand it all. I feel bad about a lot of things. I tried to be as frank as I can with anyone who was interested in becoming friends and like closer than just a reader creator relationship. I tried to be frank and say that this is not a good time to be friends with me because I will be unfair. I'm hurting. My father died. My pet died. I lost a friendship. A lot of things are changing, so I wouldn't be fair to anyone. So try not to get close or get attached. But things don't go the way we want. I did my wrongs and people wronged me as well. Dark times, but they pass. Finally, maybe. So this is me. This is outside. I started writing the new book here in June 4th. And I was excited a little bit, trying to be hopeful. The following day is this sadness I feel. And Jevi. I was going to do like this. I was gonna zoom in like this. So the sadness I feel, this is Jevi on top of me. So what's this? When you buy a bed for an online friend. I'll drop my writer side for my fan side. Please don't let him die magically. Oh yeah, I was watching a show with my mother, a Turkish drama. And I love this character a lot. And the first season ends with him, like they show us that he will die definitely. And writing wise, it makes sense for him to die. But me as a fan, I felt like, please don't let him die. I'm gonna put my writer self aside, just keep him alive because I love him a lot. So, Joey trying to cheer you up. Yes, no, or trying to eat my hood. This hood has a lot of holes in it. It's Jevi. And it's funny that it's the trend right now to wear torn clothes. So I can go out with it like this. Amir's accident. My god, now I'm worried that I have spoilers here. But yeah, June 7th I wrote the revisiting of Amir's accident. Memorable clarity. This is, I went out with a friend who we were friends in college, and she hurt me in a way, but we still stayed friends. But something changed and never got fixed. It was broken and never got fixed. On this day we went out and she told me, I was saying something and she told me, yeah, I kind of, because all the time, the thing is, you can hurt me and we can continue to be friends. I will have my feelings kind of change towards you, but I'll still act the same way because I just have this way of acting towards my friends. I will be helpful, I will be there when you need me, but emotionally something is gone. So one of my problems is people still thinking that we're on the same page when we're not anymore. So we were at a mall here and she told me that, I don't know, she was talking about someone she knows, and then she told me, yeah, like I realized that I'm not that person in your eyes anymore. And for some reason, that clarity, like knowing that she knows where I am emotionally, kind of made what is broken between us fixed. It was very strange, but I don't know. I just hate being misunderstood, or I hate when I'm not clear of where I'm at emotionally, and it's just felt really nice to know that this person at least reads my emotions right. My jacket full of holes because of my cat too. Yeah, cats too, exactly. But Jevi is like a real destroyer of things. So this me, this is related to this. This is related to the anniversary. I was like, I got no one and I'm sad. Here. I got no one and then I got no one and I'm happy. Because all in all, I like being alone. So it's like, it could be a good thing. Why should it be a bad thing if you don't have anybody around the anniversary? New setup and clean windows. Clean windows are the most important thing, to be honest. Chapter 71 writing. I started writing it in June 11th. Like writing the final form of it. Pets styling their owners up to trend. Yeah, fashion designers. I took Sia to the vet. Storage room work. I'm still working on that. I'm arranging and revamping all the storages. Like we have two storages for the family and one storage for me. I have a lot of things. Pets do that too. You need a lot of things. So I was working on storage. Sia was really sick here. It was really sad. She was very thin and has kidney problems. HBP med. I don't know what's this. Oh, yeah, it's for her, I think. Because she should take it like every other day. So I was just keeping track of this. Storage 9%. Loneliness that drives one crazy, however comfortable. Basically. And then I went back to learning the guitar. And then I got this table that I mentioned in the Grey Is blog. The table that had my mojo in it. Once I got this table, I just sped through writing the new arc. Sometimes my mom feels like I need help because I don't have friends and keep trying to get me to talk to people, but really, that's how I like it. Yeah, some people are just comfortable with loneliness. Pointless effort. A pointless effort. I think that's my feeling. Like I'm doing all this, I'm putting all this time into the writing on the 15th is so accurate though. 15th, loneliness that drive one's crazy, however comfortable. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like pick your poison. Thanks, I hate it. What do I hate? No idea. This is me extremely sad. And then strip lights, connectors. Yeah, I was trying to do this connecting, like cutting the strip light and the connecting. I was learning that and it was a fail. Just like documenting that. And then dead. And then I think I beaten Final Fantasy Remake here. Or I'm just expressing my love to Tifa, Earth, Barret, and Cloud. I think I beat it here. Streaming sucks. Sorry. And Joey the Anime Man. This is when Joey got Volume 1, which is a kind gesture of one of the readers. They bought Volume 1 and sent it to Joey the Anime Man. And streaming sucks. I always had problems with streaming. It's getting better now. Do people just want friends to have fun? Yeah, a lot of people do that. I've been struggling with this ever since school. Some people want friends just for fun, not for any depth or any connection on a soul level. And then the end. Here the end and here the end. Who knows what we were ending there. July. Visited dad's grave. Last word 0. This is in relation to the heart and knots thing I drew in 2020, I think. Last word 0. I had nothing to say here. And then here I painted a shelf I have. It was black. I painted it white, and I made the paper black and white, which I put up on the store for free. Home couch. I had a good couch on my out-home studio. I brought it here, and now it's in my room. Studio day. I worked again on rearranging everything. I break my back all the time. And then worst eating day. I ate a lot of junk, it looks like. And candy and chips. I don't really care about, like, I'm not a health freak when it comes to food, but it's probably really, really bad for me to document it here. Nothing to say. Gratitude. And finally, studio. I've bought these shelves for the out-home studio. And they've been, like, I've been carrying them here and there for over 2 years maybe, and I finally got someone to hang them for me. So this was an accomplishment. That free paper thing, it was so nice that my little sister and the neighbor's son wanted to. Really? Was it fun to make them actually? Because I hated making them. I'm glad that you like it. And this is me being sleepy. I got a lot of hypersomnia dates you're gonna see in the next few months. I've been struggling with hypersomnia, which is like extreme, the total opposite of insomnia. It was pretty fun. It's just the black ink got all over the place because I didn't wait for it to. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's a big mess. For me, it's just the glue that was going all over the place. Sleepy, sleepy. I put up curtains, actual curtains. I hate curtains. I like blinds. I don't like curtains, like cloth curtains. I put ones in my sleeping room where where are where I put up my new wardrobe. I got it, but I'm waiting to have a proper place to put them before making them. Yeah, understandable. It was all in my head. I don't know what was all in my head. And I finished the first page. This is this is the thumbnail for the cover of chapter 71, which is out now. I don't know if I drew it before or not, but like drawing the thumbnail here is funny. 5 days left of freedom. Probably my brother and his niece are coming. 4 days left to fast. Yeah, I was fasting. Back to 29. 2009, I mean. And this is me sad. So I try to fast every Monday and Thursday. That's why I'm writing here that I'm not fasting. And mom's new wardrobe. Yeah, she got a wardrobe herself. Me expressing ahs. And then we had barbecues. Barbecue at my brother who got married. He invited us there. I only ever love visual storytelling. Yeah. Because I keep wondering, sometimes I think like maybe after Grey Is I will write novels, but no, I actually love visual storytelling. Whenever I write, whenever I read, I see pictures. Oh, this is black. The doodle version of the thumbnail is put on. Yeah. Moms break my heart. Mothers break hearts very easily. And then I hate him. I hated someone on July 30th. And on July 31st, I didn't have anything to say. August, I rearranged the out home studio again. No incense. I don't remember what's up with this. And this is my niece coming over. She came for a week. And we spent the week watching Cardcaptor Sakura. It was very fun. Literally dancing from inspiration. Looks like I was very inspired as well. Office. See? This is the plan view for the office on the 1st of August, and this is the plan on the 7th of August. I keep changing it. I need help. She was very clingy. She kept hugging me. And watching Cardcaptor Sakura, she started doing the mailing thing for those who watched it, where she keeps hugging Shaoran. She keeps hugging him despite his unapprovalness. Despite his disapproval, she would still hug him. So she started enacting that all the time. And one time I hugged back when she keeps hugging me and I keep getting annoyed. One time I hugged back and her immediate reaction was like, this is not my aunt. And then we're back to normal. And then she left. And I was back to the drawing desk and I was loving it. And like, this is really nice. Like this in January 9th to this in August 12th. Nice. And then this, I probably didn't keep up with the calendar. I was so busy drawing and being happy. I was made to be here creating manga, so I drew my whole face. I made it a panel of me just being touched. I was playing Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, and I beat a secret boss. This journal is a piece of art and I'd buy it if it. Really? It's just doodles. But thank you. Do you draw every day? I do draw. No, I do draw every day. On the days that I can't draw, I do live sketches or I write, but I do create every day. That's the thing. So I beat a super boss, a secret boss here, and I was excited about that. I finished sketching chapter 71. Say, would you say I became a hero? This line, for those who played Crisis Core, know this line breaks me every time. A hero with a dream and honor, still being emotionally affected by a game I already played. It's not like it was a replay. I didn't play a new game. Crisis Core I played in 2008, so when it came out first time. This was a remake and a remaster, I mean, and I replayed it and it affected me. This is when I saw the white storks. I think stork is the word, the bird's name. They were migrating to the south for more warmth. And it's a very surreal and very magical thing to view. They just cover up the whole sky. And I was driving to my friend, to see my friend, and I suddenly saw shadows on the street, and I just parked, got out of the car and looked up, and they like covered me with all these shadows. It was just magical. Thought it was about White and Lana. No, it's just Zach from Crisis Core. What a sight to see those. Yes, it is a sight to see, honestly. And I didn't draw anything here because I was dealing with hypersomnia. Like, this thing isn't real. I can't get up. I can get up, but I can't wake up. My brain is just dead. I keep sleeping from the floor to the couch to the bed, downstairs to the couch to the other bed. I keep moving and just sleeping. Very dark times. And then I started Near Replicant and I got a headache from it because probably it starts with a lot of fetch quests from one place to another and there was no fast travel at first. So I probably played for too long and I caused myself a headache. I don't remember what's this. I don't remember what's this. And here I probably got another haircut. And here I finished chapter 71. So I finished sketching chapter 71 on the 20th, and I finished drawing it on the 31st. So inspiring, man. This is fast. I've been very slow lately. September. Music. I love this music. September. Starts with me worrying about my mother. She probably has health issues again. Cry Day and Broken Back. I started with chapter 72 at least. And then I realized I have gaming addiction. Just one more. I finished Crisis Core and then I started Near Replicant and I beat Near Replicant here. So I started Crisis Core and beat it here. Start Near Replicant right like after I finished Crisis Core and I finished it within a week. So yeah, it's an addiction. Then I died. From exhaustion, probably. Playing video games causes my eyes to hurt a lot. Like, I draw for 14 hours straight. I don't get any eye or headaches, eye pain or headaches. But playing video games kind of kills me. Ever Crisis to check, they released this game on mobile, but it's like a gacha game and I just didn't like it. I loved the 3D models, but I'm not gonna pay to play. And then here I started working standing up and I found my fix when it comes to drawing. Now I work standing up. Like, this is here my tablet. Like, it's not I'm just standing and drawing there. It's helpful a lot. It causes back pain and leg pain, but it doesn't hurt my shoulders and upper back at all. Going out with my friends again, going out with another friend, and I just kept feeling like I can't connect with anyone. Neither here nor there. Nothing to document. These are dark days. And then I started Chrono Cross. Oh no, new video game. Just being critical to myself. يا رب الأمن والأمان والسلامة والعافية. I think there were rumors about an earthquake, a big earthquake hitting Jordan at the time. So I was just asking God for safety, security, and health and well-being. And we're back to hypersomnia. And then within a week, I finished Chrono Cross, and I realized I love creating again. I keep getting this realization. I took the 2 black pets we have, Eyeless and Jevi, to the vet. Eyeless for grooming, and Jevi for nails. And then I started Link Click. And I'm being affected a lot by Link Click Season 1. And this is me, help. It's affecting me a lot. And this is me going out with the same group at the two friends I have, but we're actually talking. So you can see that me creating and me watching creations that inspire me or playing games that inspire me makes me connect to others better. So this is, we are analyzing myself now. And I started sketching chapter 72. I hate banks, only river ones though. Again, a theme that keeps recurring. River banks are the only banks we trust. And then we went to book fair. Myself and my older sister went to a book fair to get my younger sister books for her children. And then leg ache and longing. That's my feelings. I had leg ache and longing. Okay, so by September I was done with the calendar pages, so I had to make up mine for October, November, and December. October. So we have this cafe we keep going to. It's a really nice place. It's called Brew. And I came up with, I wanted, because you can take a cup, use it, or take a new cup and just draw on it, and they can put it at the cafe. They can just they have these shelves that they put up on it. So why am I showing it here? It's way, way sharper and nicer on this. This is my phone, by the way, it's not a camera. So I had an idea of doing the recap, and this is black, and this is white, and this is volume. These are flipped like a mirror. And I wanted to draw black and white here with some hints for the new arc. And this was gonna be the first teaser for the new... I thought that I'm gonna start, I'm gonna do the comeback on November 30th. Just drop the trailer. And I'll put this in the cafe before for people in Jordan, if anyone can spot it. So here I was at Brew when I was thinking about the idea of Brew recap black white. And then Extreme Fatigue again. What's this? Homunculus manga. I started reading Homunculus, but I didn't finish it. I heard a lot about it from manga YouTubers that I follow. I started reading it, but then it got too mature for my taste, so I left it. It was interesting. The first chapter was really gripping. It really made me curious, but then I lost interest as the story progresses. I will not forget. This is a thing I wrote about, I will not forget. It was inspired by Fullmetal Alchemist, the the watch, the pocket watch that he has, where he writes "Never Forget." And I started rewatching Full Metal Alchemist here, and I was already feeling like I'm burning bridges with friends that I thought we can be friends again, but I realized we can't. So I decided to burn the bridges. So I drew that like I'm burning bridges, and then leg pain again. And I'm finally enjoying toning. I hate toning, and I wanted to be in tune with this task. So I kind of found a fix in October. And then I missed the internet. Oh. I have a phone call, but I don't want to answer right now. Just a second. Oh no, sorry. What happened here? I had to answer because I'm using my phone, as I said, for this recording. The internet corner welcomes you. Thank you, Tam. Let me fix the camera again. Where's the iPhone? Okay. The internet corner welcomes you after some months have passed. Yes. So yeah, I missed the internet. This was my last feeling before October 7th, when Gaza, the whole Gaza genocide started. And I haven't been feeling like writing anything ever since. I just keep wishing that I would stop painting it black. On November 24th, there was a ceasefire, so I stopped and I wrote, Ya Rab, like I'm asking God for this to end. I had no feelings, and this is We're Back. I think this is the first stream I made. And I was really stressed out because I have a webcam, and I'm still stressed out, but we're not paying it any attention. And this is Winter is Back. Floor gang, me, Javi, and Sia around the heater. There is a state of unfeeling, and then November 30th, I had nothing to report. And I'm continuously, I'm just like painting it all black, wishing it will end. I didn't even fill out yesterday. Ugh. So that's that. And this concludes 2023. I had a few blog posts that I wrote in my personal journal. I thought of reading them, but I think I I touched upon everything I've written through these. What is happening in Gaza? Yeah, it is too much. I started taking multivitamins, and this kind of killed the hypersomnia that I've been struggling with. And my food coma has lessened a great deal ever since I started taking my multivitamins. Yeah, yes. I hope this has been fun. I don't know. This is the first time I do a year review, even with myself. I'd never done it. Yeah. I don't feel that good talking for how long? 2 hours and 2 minutes about myself, but I thought that there must be something fun in it. We need more of these. Well, I'm glad that you found it fun. Something to take away. Something to take away from this year for me is boils down to this line. I wrote it in July 11th. Consume creations, not creators. It was, though I only saw a few months. Scheduled, please. Scheduled. Yeah, I do want to have a schedule eventually, but it's hard when we have guests over. I just steal time whenever I can. If you could upload it, it would be great. It will be uploaded, of course. Oh no, I didn't open anything. We're still on camera view. But consume on July 11th. So I played a lot of games. I watched a lot of anime with my Crunchyroll because I paid for a subscription for Crunchyroll. I felt like I need to justify the price. So I kept watching anime, rewatching anime, and continuing old anime that I dropped or paused. I played video games that I had on my backlog, and I read a few manga that I've been saving to read. And I realized that there's a big problem. Artists struggle with social media, and it's not just algorithms and like how bad all the services, all the platforms are for artists. There's a big struggle that I always knew, which is I developed a lot of skills drawing by not being around the internet. Like because I grew up at the age that there wasn't internet all the time, and when there was internet, we had one computer with I have 5 siblings, so my time was limited. Even in video games, like we used to have 1 hour each or half an hour each to play on PlayStation 1 and 2. And this kind of helped me to try and focus while I'm consuming and learn new things, try to memorize them. I would keep practicing them when I'm off screen. And that kind of developed a lot of skills without me trying to develop these skills. I also didn't, because there was no channels that aired anime that much growing up. And it wasn't an easy access, and we didn't have anything like Netflix where you can binge watch a whole season. We didn't get like I didn't have that exposure to many styles, so I kind of developed my own next to the few that I liked. But right now in social media, we I always knew that the problem with social media is seeing all these different voices and styles, and like you see this art style that is in ink and pen and ink, and you're like, I want to do that, and you start doing that, but then by the end of the day you open Instagram and you see someone that is working with watercolor, and like, I want to try that, and you start working on watercolors, and then you find someone that is doing digital. I'm like, oh my god, I should get a tablet. Even if you just like know what you want to do, but you see different manga artists or different art styles, you start feeling like, I this is cool. No, this is cooler. No, this is more attractive. And if you want to follow all these voices, you're going to get lost. So this has always been my belief. People, if they want to come up with their own style, they have to they have to limit their time around other artists. So this has always been my thought. Through this year, I learned that there's another reason why you should stay out of social media, and it is because we started consuming creators and not creations. Back in the day, you watch an anime, you watch a movie, you watch a show, you read the book, you know nothing about the author. You don't know about their lives, you don't know about their backstory, their politics, their ideas, their you just take the creation for what it is and you get inspired by it, by what's happening, by the characters, by the fiction, and you want to create that. You want, oh yeah, this is really nice, but if only it ended like this, I'm gonna write something similar with this ending because it makes more sense. Or this speaks to me. I want to write something like this. Oh my god, like the first time I watched 5 centimeters per second, I'm not as a romantic type. I don't like romantic story, but it is the series that kind of made the switch for me. The movie that made me feel like, my god, I know what my voice is. I always thought that manga is only, or stories are only action or romance. It's either shoujo or shonen. But when I came across 5 centimeters per second, yes, it's a love story, but it's very slow and it's very intimate and it's very introspective. And this is my vibe. So when I saw someone doing that, it kind of helped, regardless of I knew nothing about Makoto Shinkai at the time. And then I learned about him and I got inspired. So getting to know creators and getting to know creators is very inspiring. But way after the fact, I realized, and after a very long time of them being in the craft. Right now, we're consuming creators that are trying to be established themselves. You open Instagram and you see this person, like, I don't really go through this because usually I open Instagram and I feel exhausted from words. I always tell this to my mom. I work with visuals and I work with writings, with text. So when we sit at lunch and she starts showing me stuff on Instagram, I kind of get irked. I don't tell her, but she can see that I'm just a little bit annoyed because I don't want to see anything anymore. I already am filled up to the brim with everything that I'm working with in Grey is. So I don't really feel that, but when I think about artists I talk with, you open Instagram and you see this artist like, oh, they got this job at Studio Ghibli, for example, and you feel like, oh my god, that's so good. You might feel happy, you might feel jealous, and then you scroll down and you see this artist giving up on art, and then you scroll down, you see this artist having kids and like doing successful in life even though they're artists, and then you scroll down, you see someone that is giving up on art because of AI. You get all these emotions and you don't come out with much inspiration. So for me, in like this summer, the summer of this year, I sat down and I watched Link Click, I watched Mob Psycho, I watched Chainsaw Man, I rewatched Hyoka, Cardcaptor Sakura, Fullmetal Alchemist. I played Nier Replicant, I played Crisis Core, I played My Friend Pedro. I consumed a lot of creations, a lot of stories, without knowing the people behind them, without knowing the process, the studio, the good or bad work ethic or work environment. I just took the creation for itself, and it was very inspiring. Even though I was already inspired writing the new book, watching all these, or getting to consume all these creations in a vacuum without any context, I felt like was really inspiring. And I think a lot of artists are missing that. We're just consuming creators. You open up to see what Diju-san has posted and what Diju-san, like, I'm just here talking about my life, and I'm not against that. It can be inspiring, but we kind of get lost in consuming creators rather than creations. And I think it should be 70% creations for artists. It should be 70% to 80% creations and 20% for creators when you need to find inspiration in everyday like normal person like you who is successful in like doing what they love. Yeah, this is inspiring, but uh, I found the beauty in just consuming creations for what they are. Yeah, a big long ramble, but I think this is my main takeaway, and this is what I want to do more of uh, next year. More consuming more things, and I want to stream more. I want to like have a schedule and stream chatting, stream art, stream video games, and manga reading. And that's that. Consuming their life sometimes gives inspiration. Yes, it does. To a point. And this is where I am right now. I wish you all the best. Like yeah, I was very inspired by 5 centimeters per second, but I was blown away when I learned more about Makoto Shinkai and when I met him and when I took the workshop. Yeah, I did. Thank you, Tam. Thanks a lot for being here. I talked a lot. I'm really tired. I need a lot of water and I need to walk. So I really appreciate you being here. I hope this has been fun. And hopefully I'll get to have a schedule by next year. Lost and wanting to see people who are like me or have same interests and goals and similar, at least they are making it. Yeah, that helps a lot. But also, it is really important to just do your thing and enjoy it, and it will take you places for real, even if it's not places that you wanted. But yeah, I totally get you so much, and I'm now excited to do my own doodle journaling. Yeah, best of luck with that. It's fun. It's quite fun. Sometimes you do this, sometimes you just write one line, no incense, and then you don't understand why you wrote no incense. Wishing you all find your people. Yeah, all of us. Thanks a lot for coming, and see you tomorrow. Stream tomorrow after the update to format the update for Webtoon. Have a good time, everyone. Bye.